So since CM Punk has returned, is he wrestling too much?
I would say yes, but at least they protected him with a tag team match this past week. And I understand some of these matches, 3 of the matches that he's wrestled had to be a part of the Owen Hart tournament, and he probably wanted to be a part of that. But he, I understand where probably CM Punk is coming from, because he wants to shake some of this rust off and he wants to get to a point where he's performing at a high level. But there's just so much risk that comes with that, especially I'm assuming they've got plans for him at Wembley, in Chicago, at the United Center for All Out as well. So right now, I think if he doesn't wrestle for the next month, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think you can find a way around it just to kind of let him, all right, you've got your feet under you now. We're just going to kind of take this easy and let your promo work carry you into what we're going to do at All In and at All Out.
Yeah, you don't want to make the same mistake you made the last time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Punk came back to Chicago, the United Center was one of the biggest pops I've ever seen in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to see Punk in Milwaukee, and the first thing that CM Punk said, "You guys tired of me yet?" Because it's like, okay, he should be kept special. He should have been kept special the first time. Maybe he could have avoided injury. I understand why he's been out there because of this tournament, but he doesn't have to wrestle for him to get over. Just get on the mic and just say your piece, right? You got to taunt these hockey fans that's in the arena and talk about all these hockey teams are not good, but the Blackhawks are the best, whatever, right? That's what he's been doing. And what's interesting about Pepsi Phil? If you watch these shows he's been on, he's smiling throughout. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like, he's enjoying the fact that half the arena hates him, half the arena loves him, and he just loves it. I've never seen him smile so often during a match, because it seems like now he's enjoying himself a lot more than he did before.
The crowd was really coming around to him during the main event past Saturday night. Like, that was probably some of the most outside of Chicago CM Punk chants that I want to say that I think I've heard since he came back.
Yeah, but in terms of the wrestling stuff, like, this week's where it sort of hit me where, like, it just sort of felt like filler to, like, have him wrestle. Like, I think, like you said, Gabe, like, just give him a mic and that's fine. Like, we're a month away from that Wembley and Chicago week. Like, just protect him at this point. And I guess it's Ricky Starks that we see him work, but, like, we don't need him wrestling every single week. Like, him in this match really was unnecessary on Saturday.
Yeah, moving forward, he should just do promos or get a headset and help the people in the back. I mean, that's what he did. He held his own meeting and talked to. I mean, he did that. So be a locker room leader. I think it is kind of odd that we've seen more of CM Punk than the Young Bucks wrestle since CM Punk has come back. That seems a little strange. I know they're EVPs, but I mean, I'm just like, we saw him in Blood and Guts, but we hadn't seen them that much like in regular matches. So
nothing. There was zero follow-up. Did I miss it? Was there any follow-up to Blood and Guts last night?
No, on BTE this week, Matt Jackson talked about, like, he's going to Hawaii. He's like, I'm going on vacation. He's like, I just need to get through this match, and, like, I can't be too bruised up. So the Bucks are gone, I assume.
Like, how do we? I mean, well, can we at least sell that the BCC was a little banged up, but instead they end up, wrestling in the main event in a triple threat tag team match, and the Young Bucks, who were the victors, again, the Golden Elite, they were the victors, nowhere to be found. Like, if Blood and Guts is supposed to be this big show, then people have to be there for the fallout from that show the following week. Like, that's just standard professional wrestling. But this is part of what drives at least me nuts about the Young Bucks. Like, I understand you can set your own schedule, but, like, if you're going to get yourself as an EVP into that match, which is one of the biggest shows that you do every year, you got to be there the next week. You got to be there the next week to at least follow up on the angle, especially because the match ran long, so you didn't get to do the part where you shook the hands on television. That was an online-only thing. You got to follow up with that, because if you watch Dynamite this week, it's almost as if Blood and Guts didn't happen.